O my Jesus, I humbly bow before your divine presence. May your most loving heart help me to meditate on the 24 hours of your most sorrowful passion. In that passion, you wanted to suffer so much for our love in your adorable body and in your most holy soul, even unto death on the cross. O give me help, grace, love, profound compassion, and understanding of your sufferings as I now meditate this hour. For those hours that I cannot meditate, I offer you my desire to meditate them. Accept my intention to meditate on all the hours, even when I must sleep or perform my duties. O merciful Lord Jesus, united with you, grant that my intention may be profitable for me and for many, as if I had effectively carried out what I desire to do. I give you thanks, O my Jesus. I thank you for calling me to union with you in your prayer. To please you, I take your thoughts, your tongue, and your heart. I want to pray with them. I want to fuse myself in your will and in your love. I extend my arms to embrace you. I rest my head on your heart, and I begin. The 11 p.m. hour, the third hour of the agony in the garden. My sweet Jesus, my heart can no longer bear it. I look at you, and your agony continues. Blood streams in rivulets from your whole body, so much so that you grow too weak to stand, and you fall into a pool of blood. Oh, my love, my heart breaks upon seeing you so weak and exhausted. Your adorable face and your creative hands rest on the ground, all stained with blood. As creatures send you rivers of iniquity, you want to pour forth rivers of blood to drown their transgressions, and to give each soul the assurance of your forgiveness. For goodness' sake, my Jesus, come too. You suffer too much. Your love need do no more. And, as my beloved Jesus seems to die in his own blood, love gives him new life. I see him move with difficulty. Covered with blood and mud, he rises and seems to want to walk. Not having the strength, he drags himself with difficulty. My tender life, let me carry you in my arms. Are you going to see your dear disciples? What pain your adorable heart feels at finding them asleep again. With a faint and trembling voice you call to them. My children, do not sleep. The hour is at hand. Do you not see how I have been crushed? For goodness' sake, help me. Do not abandon me in these last hours. Almost tottering, you are about to fall near them, but John stretches out his arms to hold you up. So unrecognizable are you, that if it were not for the gentleness and tenderness of your voice, they would not have recognized you. You warn them to watch and pray, and you re-enter the garden, but with a second wound in your heart. In this wound, O my love, I see all the sins of your chosen souls. In spite of the manifestation of your favors and kisses, caresses, and gifts, in the night of the trial, they forget your love and your gifts. They remain, as it were, drowsy and sleepy, thus losing the spirit of consciousness, prayer, and watch. My Jesus, after having seen you and tasted your gifts, what great strength is needed to be deprived of them and resist? Only a miracle can make such souls endure the test. Therefore, I compassionate you for these souls whose neglect, frivolity, and offenses wound your hearts so bitterly. If they should take even one step that could displease you, I beg you to surround them with enough grace to stop them, so that they may not lose the spirit of continuous prayer. My gentle Jesus, as you return to the garden, it seems you cannot go on. Covered with blood and dirt, you raise your face to heaven and repeat for the third time, Father, if it is possible, Let this chalice pass from me. Holy Father, help me. I need comfort. It is true that because of the sins taken upon myself, I am nauseating, loathsome, and the least of men before your infinite majesty. Your justice is roused to anger against me. But look at me, O Father. I am always your son, who am one with you. O Father, help me. Have pity on me. Do not leave me without comfort. Then, my tender love, I seem to hear you calling your dear mother for help. Sweet mother, hold me close in your arms as you did when I was a child. Give me that milk I used to take from you to refresh me and to sweeten the bitterness of my agony. Give me your heart that was all my satisfaction. My mother, Mary Magdalene, dear apostles, all you who love me, help me, comfort me. Do not leave me alone in these dire moments. Gather around me, all of you. Comfort me with your companionship and your love. Jesus, my love, who can bear to see you in such terrible state? What heart could see you drowned in blood without breaking? Who could hear you begging for comfort so sorrowfully and not cry? Be consoled, my Jesus. I see the Father sending you an angel of comfort to draw you out of the state of agony. With his help, you will be able to surrender yourself into the hands of the Jews. And while you are with the angel, I will go around heaven and earth. Permit me to take your blood to all men as the token of each one's salvation, and to bring back to you in exchange the comfort of their affections, heartbeats, thoughts, steps, and actions. My Heavenly Mother, I come to you so that we may give Jesus' blood to all souls. Gentle Mother, Jesus wants comfort, and the greatest comfort that we can give him is to bring him souls. Mary Magdalene, accompany us. All you angels, come and see to what a state Jesus has been reduced. He wants comfort from everyone, and he finds himself so helpless that he will reject no one. My Jesus, while you drink the bitter chalice from the Heavenly Father, I hear you sigh, moan, and rave even more. With a stifled voice you say, "Souls, souls, come give me relief. Take a place in my humanity. I want you. I yearn for you. Oh, do not be deaf to my voice. Do not frustrate my ardent desires, my blood, my love, my pains. Come, souls, come." Delirious Jesus, your moans and sighs wound my heart and shatter my peace. I make mine your blood, your will, and your burning zeal, and your love. I travel throughout heaven and earth. I want to go to all souls to give them your blood as a pledge of their salvation. I want to bring them to you to calm your raving and delirium and to sweeten the bitterness of your agony. And as I do this, you follow me with your gaze. My mother, I come to you because Jesus wants souls. He wants comfort. Therefore, give me your motherly hand and let us circle the world together in search of souls. In his blood, let us enclose the affections, desires, thoughts, deeds, and steps of all creatures. Let us cast into their souls the flames of his heart so that they may surrender themselves. Let us enclose them in his blood and transform them in his flames. Let us place them around Jesus to sweeten the pains of his most bitter agony. My guardian angel, go before us. Dispose the souls who will receive this blood so that each drop may be bountiful in its effects. Hurry, my mother, let us go. I see Jesus' gaze following us, and I hear his continual sobbing, pressing us to complete our task. O Mother, a few steps bring us to the doors of houses where the infirm lie. How many pain-racked limbs, how many under the bitterness of their pains burst out in curses and attempt to take their lives. Others lie abandoned by everyone, without a word of comfort or even the necessities of life. And so they curse and despair. O Mother, I hear Jesus sob as he sees his gifts of love, gifts that make souls suffer to become like him, received with offenses. Oh, let us give them his blood and give them the help that they need. May its light make them understand the value of suffering and the likeness to Jesus that it can give. My Mother, draw close to them, as an affectionate mother touching their aching limbs with your motherly hands. Ease their pains, embrace them. From your heart pours torrents of grace upon their sorrows. Stay close to the abandoned and comfort the afflicted. Dispose generous souls to assist those in need. Obtain rest and relief for those who suffer from agonizing pain. May they be refreshed and empowered to bear with them more patience that Jesus disposes for them. Let us travel on and enter the rooms of the dying. How dreadful they are, my Mother. How many souls are about to fall into hell. How many, after a life of sin, want to give one last sorrow to that repeatedly pierced heart and crown their last breath with an act of despair. Many demons surround them, filling their hearts with terror and fear of divine judgment, launching their last assault to carry them to hell. To leave no room for hope, the demons enclose them in flames. Others, tied by earthly bonds, do not know how to resign themselves at the point of death. Oh, Mother, these are drastic moments. They need help desperately. Do you see how they tremble, how they struggle, how they cry for help and mercy in their death agony? The earth has already vanished for them. Holy Mother, put your hand on their cold foreheads. Receive their last breath. Let us give Jesus' blood to each of them. May it put the demons to flight. May it dispose them to receive the last sacrament and to die a good and holy death. To comfort them, let us give them Jesus' agonies, kisses, tears, and wounds. Let us break the bonds that bind them. Let us make them hear the words of forgiveness. Let us sow such deep trust in their hearts as to make them cast themselves into Jesus' arms. When Jesus judges them, he will find them bathed in his blood and abandoned in his arms. And he will give his pardon to everyone. Let us go on, sweet Mother. Let your motherly eyes look with love at the earth and be moved to compassion for so many poor souls who need this blood. My Mother, I feel myself driven by Jesus' searching look to run because he wants souls. I hear his moans in the depths of my heart, which repeat to me, "My child, help me, give me souls." O Mother, how the earth is filled with souls about to fall into sin. How Jesus breaks into tears upon seeing this. How Jesus breaks into tears upon seeing his blood suffer new sacrileges. It would take a miracle to stop them from falling, so let us give them Jesus' blood, so that they may find in it the strength and grace not to fall into sin. Still another step, O Mother, and we see souls already fallen into sin, souls who need a hand to get up again. Jesus loves them, but he looks at them with horror, and his agony increases because they are defiled. Let us give them Jesus' blood so that they may find a hand to help them. They are souls who need this blood. O Mother, they are souls dead to grace. Oh, how wretched is their condition. Heaven sees them and weeps in sorrow. The earth looks at them with disgust. The elements work against them and would destroy them as enemies of their Creator. O Mother, Jesus' blood contains life, so let us give it to them. At its contract, may their souls rise again and rise more beautiful, so as to make heaven and earth rejoice. Let us go on, O Mother. See, here are the souls who bear the mark of perdition, souls who sin and flee from Jesus, who offend him and despair of his forgiveness. These are the new Judases, scattered over the earth, who pierce his embittered heart. Let us give them Jesus' blood, that it may erase the mark of perdition and replace it with the seal of salvation. May it infuse such trust and love in their hearts after they sin as to make them run and press themselves to Jesus' feet, never to leave them again. O Mother, here are souls running madly toward perdition with no one to stop them. Let us place this blood before their feet. At the touch of its light, may they turn back. Through the voice of this blood that carries out to save them, may they return to the road of salvation. O Mother, let us continue to travel. See, here are good, innocent souls in whom Jesus takes his delight and finds rest in creation. But with many snares and scandals, creatures snatch away their innocence and change Jesus' rest and delight into tears and bitterness. It seems as if they have no other aim but to pierce that divine heart with sorrows. Let us seal and enclose their innocence with Jesus' blood as a defensive wall so that sin may not enter them. Let us drive away those who would corrupt them. Let us preserve them unblemished and pure so that Jesus may take his delight in them and find his rest in creation. And for their love, may he be moved to pity for many other poor creatures. My Mother, let us put these souls in Jesus' blood. Let us bind them time and again with the holy will of God. Let us put them in his arms and bind them to his heart with the sweet chains of his love to sweeten the bitterness of his mortal agony. But listen, O Mother, this blood cries out for still more souls. Let us run together to the regions of the heretics and infidels. What pain Jesus feels in these regions. He who is the life of all rejoices, not a single act of love in return. He is not known by his own creatures. O Mother, let us give them his blood to dispel the darkness of ignorance and heresy, to make them understand that they have a soul, and to open heaven to them. Let us put them all in Jesus' blood, and take them to him as orphans and exiled children. Finding him, may they find their Father and thus comfort Jesus in his most bitter agony. But Jesus seems not yet content because he wants still more souls. In these regions, he feels the souls of the dying torn from his arms to fall into hell. These souls are about to die and fall into the abyss. No one is near them to save them. Time is running out. These are desperate moments. Surely they will be lost. No, Mother, this blood will not be shed in vain for them. Let us fly to them and pour Jesus' blood on their head so that it may serve as baptism and instill faith, hope, and love in them. O Mother, draw close to them. Make up for all they are lacking. Show yourself. Jesus' beauty shines on your face. Your manners are all similar to his. Seeing you, they will surely be able to know Jesus. O press them to your maternal heart. Infuse in them the life of Jesus that you bear. Tell them that as their mother, you want them happy with you forever in heaven. In this way, as they expire, you will receive them in your arms and grant that they pass from your arms into his. And if, for the sake of justice, Jesus does not want to receive them, remind him of the love with which he entrusted them to you beneath the cross. Assert your rights as their mother, so that he will not be able to resist your love and your prayers. In this way, he will content your heart and satisfy his ardent desires. And now, O Mother, let us take this blood and give it to everyone. to the afflicted, that they may receive comfort, to the poor, that they may be resigned to their poverty, to the tempted, that they may obtain victory, to the unbelievers, that the virtue of faith may triumph in them, to the blasphemers, that they may change their blasphemies into blessings, to priests, that they may understand their mission and be worthy ministers of Jesus. With this blood, sweet Mother, touch their lips, that they may say no words that are not for the glory of God. And with this blood, touch their feet, to make them fly in search of souls to bring them to Jesus. O Mother, let us give this blood to the leaders of the nations, that they may be united among themselves and feel gentleness and love toward their subjects. Let us fly into purgatory and give it to the suffering souls as well, for they weep so much and claim this blood for their liberation. O Mother, do you hear their moans, their deliriums of love, their torments, how they continually feel themselves drawn towards God? Do you see how Jesus himself wants to purge them more quickly to keep them with him? He attracts them with his love, and they respond to him by continually hurling themselves toward him. But while they find themselves in his presence, not yet being able to bear the purity of God's grace, they are compelled to withdraw and fall back into the flames. My Mother, let us descend into this deep prison and pour his blood on them. Let us bring them light and quiet their deliriums of love. Let us extinguish the fire that burns them and purify their stains. In this way, they will be set free from all sufferings and fly to God's bosom. Let us give this blood to the most abandoned souls. May they find in it all the suffrages that creatures deny them. Let us give this blood to everyone, O Mother, and deprive no one of it. By its virtue, may they all find comfort and liberation. Fulfill your role as Queen in these regions of tears and laments. Hold out your motherly hands to them. Pull them out, one by one, from these burning flames and help them all ascend towards heaven. Let us also take flight towards heaven. Let us stand before the eternal gates. O Mother, may I give you this blood as well, for your greater glory. May this blood inundate you with new light and new happiness. And may this light shine upon all creatures and give all of them the grace of salvation. My Mother, give this blood to me too. You know how much I need it. With your own hands, renew my whole being with this blood. Purify my stains, heal my wounds, enrich my poverty. Make this blood circulate in my veins and give all of Jesus' life back to me. Let it descend into my heart and transform it into his heart. Let it unblemish me, so that Jesus may take all his delight in me. O Mother, let us enter, at last, into the heavenly regions. Let us give this blood to all the saints and to all the angels. May they receive greater glory and burst forth into thanksgiving to Jesus. May they pray for us, that by the power of this blood, we may be able to join them. And by having given this blood to all of them, let us return to Jesus. Angels and saints come with us. Oh, how he longs for souls. He wants them all to re-enter his humanity, to receive the fruit of his blood. Let us gather them around him, that he may feel life return to him and be rewarded for the bitter agony that he has suffered. And now, Holy Mother, let us call the elements to keep him company, that they too may give Jesus honor. O sunlight, come to cast out the darkness of this night and give Jesus comfort. O stars, with your flickering rays, come down from heaven, come to give Jesus comfort. Flowers of the earth, come with your fragrances. Birds, come with your warblings. Come, elements of the earth, to comfort Jesus. Come, O sea, to refresh and wash Jesus. He is our Creator, our life, our all. Come all to comfort him and give him homage as our sovereign Lord. But O Jesus does not seek light, stars, flowers, and birds. He wants souls, souls. Oh, look, my gentle love. Everyone is here with me. Your dear mother is by your side. Please rest in her arms. It will comfort her to hold you to her breast, for she has shared abundantly in your painful agony. Mary Magdalene is here also, as well as Martha and all the loving souls of all centuries. O Jesus, accept them, and say a word of love and forgiveness to each one of them. Bind them all in your love, that no soul may ever escape you again. Conclusion of the agony. But it seems to me that you say, O child, how many souls flee me by force and fall into hell? So how can my sorrow be soothed if I love a single soul so much as I love all souls together? Agonizing Jesus, while it seems that your life is about to be snuffed out, I already hear the death rattle of your agony. Death's approach eclipses your beautiful eyes. Your most holy limbs lie abandoned. Very often, I no longer hear you breathe, and I feel my heart break for your pain. I embrace you, and I feel that you are cold. I shake you, but you give no sign of life. Jesus, are you dead? Sorrowful Mother, angels of heaven, come to weep over Jesus. Do not let me live without him, for already I cannot. I embrace him more tightly, and I hear him take another breath, and then again he gives no sign of life. I beg him, Jesus, Jesus, my life, do not die. I hear the sound of your enemies coming to take you away. Who will defend you in this helpless state? Shaken, he seems to rise from death to life. He looks at me and says, Child, are you here? You have been a witness of my pains and of the many deaths I suffered. O child, I know that in these 3 hours of most bitter agony, I have enclosed in myself all the lives of creatures and have suffered all their pains and death itself, giving to each soul my own life. My agonies will sustain theirs. For their sake, my suffering and death will change into a fountain of sweetness and life. How dearly souls cost me. If only I were reciprocated. You saw that while I was dying, I began to breathe again. Those were the deaths of creatures that I felt within myself. My exhausted Jesus, since you have enclosed my life and death in yourself, I beseech you, by your most bitter agony, to help me at the hour of my death. I give you my heart as a place of rest and refuge. I give you my arms to uphold you. Into your hands I place my entire being. Oh, how willingly I would give myself into the hands of your enemies to be able to die in your place. O life of my heart, come. In the moment of your death, give back to me what I have given to you, your company, your heart as bed and resting place, your arms for support, your weary breath to ease my anguish. In this moment, as I breathe, I will breathe by means of your breath. As purifying air, it will purify me of every stain and prepare me to enter eternal bliss. More than this, my sweet Jesus, in that moment, you will apply your most holy humanity to my soul. Looking at me, you will see me through yourself, and looking at yourself, you will not find anything in me to judge. Then, you will bathe me in your blood, and you will dress me with white garment of your most holy will. You will adorn me with your love, give me a last kiss, and raise me from earth to heaven. Oh, I beseech you to do all the dying what I ask for myself. Enclose them all in your love's embrace and give them a kiss of union. Save them all with you and let no one be lost. My afflicted love, I offer you this hour in memory of your passion and death. I offer it to disarm the just anger of God for so many sins, to convert all sinners, and to win peace for all people. I offer it for our sanctification and for the relief of the souls in purgatory. But I see that your enemies draw near. You leave me to go toward them. Jesus, permit me to leave a kiss upon your lips, those lips that Judas will dare to soil with his infernal kiss. Let me dry your face, bathed in blood. That face upon which blows and spit will now be poured. In this moment, you press me close to your heart and bless me, so that I may never leave you but follow you always. The devout holy hour exercises closes with the following Thanksgiving prayer. I give you thanks, O my sweetest Lord, for graciously allowing me to be in your company for at least an hour of your dreadful agony in the garden. Ah, my good Jesus, you found too meager a comfort in me, but the infinite love and superabundant charity of your merciful heart allows you to find solace even in the least act of compassion a creature displays for you. The sight of your adorable person as it lay trembling, dejected, exhausted, and humiliated in the dust, coated in bloody sweat, in the dark error of Gethsemane, is branded in my mind forever. My Jesus, I experienced that staying with you in your suffering and tasting even just one drop of the most bitter bitterness of your divine heart is the greatest fate one could wish for on earth. My Jesus, I renounce all earthly and vain things and only want you, my oppressed, my suffering, my afflicted Lord. I want to be your ever-faithful companion, from the garden up to Mount Calvary. O Jesus, permit that I be taken prisoner with you, and with you dragged before the courts. Make me share in the affronts, the insults, the spitting, and the slaps that your enemies will heap on you. Lead me with you from Pilate to Herod. Tie me with you to the pillar and make me feel some of your scourging. Give me many of your thorns, O Jesus, that they may pierce me too. Make them sentence me too, to die crucified at your side. You will be a victim of your love of me, and I will be your victim in atonement for my own sins. Give me the fate of the Cyrenian, that I may follow you up to Calvary, and there make me be nailed to the cross to agonize and die with you. O Mother of Sorrows, who helped me to take pity on Jesus as he lay agonizing in the garden, now help me to be with you, that I may be crucified on the same cross as Jesus and offer him worthy reparations, with the merits of his passion and death on the cross. May it be so. Reflection for the 11 p.m. hour. In this third hour of Gethsemane, Jesus asks help from heaven. His suffering is so profound that he even asks his own disciples for comfort. In whatever circumstance, sorrow, or misfortune, do I always seek help from heaven? Even if I seek assistance from others, do I do so prudently, asking those who can offer me holy comfort? And if I do not receive the comfort I seek from others, am I at least resigned to their disinterest, abandoning myself even more into the arms of Jesus? My Jesus was comforted by an angel. Can I say that I am like Jesus' angel, standing by him and keeping constant vigil to comfort him and share his affliction? Yet, To be a true angel for Jesus, we must accept our sorrows as sent by him as divine sorrows. Only then will we dare comfort a God so afflicted. If we accept suffering only on a human level, we cannot use it to comfort this God-man, and consequently, we cannot act as angels. When Jesus sends me sorrows, it seems he also sends a chalice where I should put the fruit of those sorrows. These afflictions endured with love and resignation will then be converted into the sweetest nectar. And I will go to my suffering Jesus and offer the chalice that he sent me, and my sorrow, now turned into sweetness, like an angel, I will bring it to his lips that he may drink, to comfort him and soothe him. In every sorrow, I will then say, Jesus is calling me to be an angel close to him. He wants my comfort, and for this reason, he makes me share in his sorrows. Jesus, my love, in my suffering, I search for your heart to rest, and in your suffering, I wish to make reparation with mine. In this exchange, may I be your angel of consolation.
My beloved Jesus, you have called me to this hour of your passion to keep you company, and I have come. I seem to hear you in anguish, painfully praying, atoning, suffering, and pleading with the most moving and eloquent words for the salvation of souls. I tried to follow you in everything. Now I owe you my most heartfelt thank you, and I bless you. Yes, O Jesus, I repeat my thank you, thousands and thousands of times. I bless you for all that you have done and suffered for me and for everyone. I thank you and I bless you for every drop of blood you shed. I thank you for every breath and for every heartbeat and for every step. I thank you for every word, glance, affliction, and outrage that you had to endure. In everything, O my Jesus, I intend to give you thank you and I bless you. O my Jesus, let my soul send forth a continuous flow of thanksgiving and blessings to you, to draw down upon all of us the stream of your blessings and graces. O my Jesus, press me to your heart. With your holy hands, mark each particle of my being with your I bless you, so that nothing but continuous hymn of blessings flow from me to you. My sweet love, I rest in your heart. I am afraid to leave it. Is it not true that you will keep me there? Our heartbeats will continually touch, so that you will give me life, love, and close the inseparable union with you. Please, I beg you, my sweet Jesus, if you see that I am about to run from you at times, let your heartbeat accelerate in mine. Let your hands press me closer to your heart. Let your eyes look at me and pierce me with rays of fire, so that I may feel your presence and immediately return to union with you. O my Jesus, be on guard so that I may not exhaust you. I beg you to watch over me. O give me a kiss, embrace me, and bless me. Give me your most holy hands, so that I can do all that I must do, united with you.